guys, welcome back to Southern Archies. We've got a radical firearm today, which is an AR-15 5.56 or 223 with a 1 in 8 or 1 in 7 twist. So far, we've not done anything with it. We just got it. We're gonna brought it out to sight it in, and it's got the collapsible butt stock comes with it. Also has a Picatinny rail, flat top on top. I put the scope on it as we bought the gun. It did not come with it, so if you buy one, you will have to buy sights because they come with no sights. This is a V-Life scope, 2.5 by 10 by 40 with a. It also has a. See here, it's got a laser on it on the side, which I could assure you that it's probably not going to be able to be seen during the day today, but we're going to try it anyway, see what it'll do. The only modifications I've put on it is the dust cover here. It's the Punisher American flag, and then on the inside of it, it says "You're fucked." That's the red I'm going with on all of these. All my everything that's accessory-wise is going to be red. Just to kind of go with a new character on it. We're going to sight in at 25 yards starting out, see what we get on a group, and then move out to 50 and then 100. We'll see what she'll do. A little high. A little low. Go up a little bit.
Yeah,
Not
but
too
it
bad,
was
though.
dead on center-wise.
Yeah. Needs to go up just a little. Try that. See what she'll do. Tap the scope a little. Alright. We're going to go to the... That's just windage, ain't it? I don't know how that works.
Yeah, it's just your side-to-side windage.
It looks like it needs to go over. Well, I don't know. That could be a little jerky. That's pretty good.
Try one click, you can always bring it back. One click left.
Yeah, don't say.
Still not a bad group at 25, just out of the box. Where'd your first round go?
That one.
Okay.
That was my second. That was the third, and that was in the last 2 we just shot.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna say if you come up one click.
I think it'll be all right.
Oh yeah. Well, then we'll go out to 50 and 100. Yeah. Not bad grouping right out the box.
Earplugs back in. Ready to go. I think that'll do it. 25.
Yeah.
That was the last. Step it out to 50 and drive.
Yeah.
That ain't bad. Should just be able to click it.
Well, we figured you guys might like to see the rounds as they're hitting the target for a couple shots. This is at 50 yards. We stepped up from 25. He's got a decent grouping. They're all in the kill zone, but we're going to step it out to 20 or another 25 yards to 50, and eventually we'll make it out to 100. Well, you see, 50 yards is still, those are all kill shots. He's going to put it a click back where it was. Right, and we'll try her again before we move out to 100 yards. And see what we got.
Yeah, we can try that now. Find out. I went the wrong way. There we go. I think that worked. Round 400. Oh.
Yeah, 400.
Feels like it. Well, no, spot the scope.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about bringing mine out. Of course, I still got other stuff I got to do too. I got bills to pay. But yeah, I should have remembered to bring the spot and scope. We all fuck up. We do it a lot. I mean, we try the best we can, but sometimes we just mess up. Sometimes you forget stuff. That's where we were talking with the bushcrafting thing, knowing stuff like that. You know, you ain't got nothing to hang your pot. Make a tripod. Make that stick with the notches in it. Helped us out a lot. Once again, we don't condone tobacco use. Unfortunately, we do it, but had we been able to know what we know now, we would have never started. We don't condone it. We recommend you stay away from that. So let's go look and see where he's hitting at now. We didn't come down here with the camera. The couple other shots, you're going to be able to see the little blank marks on it, but I think you might want to come back one click. You see, for most of the time, he was shooting all left.
That was my last shot, and that was a jerk. I jerked a little bit. So I'm going to have to move it over just a little bit.
Yeah. And that'll happen sometimes when you're shooting.
And we do not shoot no vice either, because if it's a barrel or anything like that, you'll never get accurate enough with the vice to shoot. It's always better to lean up on something, use something as a pad, and shoot free-handed. Because I mean, if you're deer hunting or any kind of thing like that, you're not going to be using a vice in the first. I mean, you might, but I recommend it.
That's a hell of a thing to be using a vice when you're deer hunting.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Deer, you want to stand right there where I got this vice set up on a gun so I can shoot you properly?
I am going to invest in.
Never happened. It ain't bad.
Yeah.
So far, it's been performing pretty good. Don't know how it would do in the long run.
We'll keep updates on it.
But so far, so good. I don't know if you want to show them how the laser's mounted, show them like a top view. Turn it, see.
Laser
it's
here.
A little close.
Yeah, it might be a little close.
Yeah,
here's the work comes out at. It's not a bad scope, y'all. It really ain't. It's just, it's different, which me and Dan ain't never worked with scopes like this in the first place.
You haven't, I have.
Oh, have you worked with one like this?
Yeah, not one with a laser on it, but most ARs, you're not, like I said, you're not putting a scope to go out there and see God.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, this is a 223 5.56. When I put the 6.5 Grendel on here, then I will have a.
Yeah, well, that's going to be a little different, and you'll have a scope mounted on that.
Yeah.
But I've dealt with the smaller scope, more, military style, the Trigicons and all that. But they're not looking for you to make long-range shots with it.
Yeah.
100, 200 yards at most is about what you're going to be shooting. Now, I mean, you can put heavier duty scopes on it if you're trying to reach out there. But for the most part, general use scope is going to be something small like that. So here we go. Did you already make your adjustments?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
clicked it too.
Here we go. Get a jab. All right, we got a misfeed, which can happen at times. One, it's a new gun. A lot of times you can put a bunch of rounds through it to.
Could be the ammo.
Yeah, it could be the ammo.
It's the cheaper stuff. So.
It could be every once in a while you might get a misfire. You never know. But I've had guns that every once in a while, once in a blue moon, they've jammed, and after repetitive use, she's loosened up a little.
Ready to go.
And ready to go. Just keep an eye on it. And we can always down the road of, another video talk about, okay, we had this one. This was on our sighting in video. Hang on, David. And bring up, okay, now we've shot 1,000 rounds through it, or David shot 1,000 rounds through it, and he's had this occur more often or not. Right now, it's had two issues with it feeding the rounds through it, and had one other issue that we addressed when you do your first inspection of the weapon prior to shooting.
This ain't the stop or the clip that came with it.
Magazine. Say clip again. I'd say clip again. I'll shoot you myself.
Everybody calls it a clip around here.
No, well, they're wrong. It's a magazine. You want to call it a clip, you better be liberal. Other than that, you're wrong. My son-in-law, I am so proud that he called it a clip. God.
Alright, let's see what we can do with this other stuff.
Yep, jammed again.
Yep.
Yeah, the magazine all the way seated in there. Well,
Try it again. Empty?
yep.
Yay!
Okay, so we've had 3 misfeeds, and we'll go look down there. The one other thing that we did have, I just want to show you this real quick. The selector switch is ambidextrous on this one. Well, you got this hex screw that's holding this one on to the shaft coming through. When we first brought the gun out right before firing, of course, you want to do a visual inspection of the whole weapon. The tool, it's only a weapon if you're using it for that. Other than that, it's just a tool. And of course, we found that was loose. So I always carry both metric and standard Allen wrenches, a screwdriver, a multi-screwdriver that's got the flat tip, the Phillips, both in the smaller and the larger sizes, along with square bits and a couple of Torx that come with it. And so far, not that bad. Those misfeeds are a little disconcerting, but if she keeps performing pretty good, you know, it could be the rounds themselves. We'll just have to see. If it keeps happening, we'll probably end up having to switch to a different round and checking it out. Sometimes guns are temperamental. Sometimes they like certain ammo, and sometimes they prefer others. Probably should have walked down there so we could see where he was hitting on the target, but I decided let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. Visual inspection of your firearm is a must. Whether you're taking it out and you take it out every day, you still want to look to see if something happened. If anything happened to it, I can't tell you how important, and that's pretty much with any tool that you use. Anything you're using, you want to make sure it's in proper condition before you use it. Whether it be a knife, a rifle, a screwdriver. I mean, if you look at the screwdriver and you see a crack in it, don't use it. And that has been known to happen. Even with something as simple as a screwdriver. You got a wrench, same way. Make sure the equipment you're using is proper. Make sure it's in good working order. Make sure they're clean. One thing dirt does cover up problems. But you also need a well-oiled machine. So, anyway, David come back and let us know where he was hitting at. We go back one click, try again, and then, but is it still in the kill zone like it's been?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, not deadly accurate, but then again, like I said, the scope, this scope's. There we go. Those are still kill shots.
Yeah.
Just not what we're looking for. We're looking for attack driving, putting a round in it every time. Because, like Dave, turn it over. hunting deer, turn over.
Ah.
Hunting deer, you're looking to put the rounds right behind the shoulder, going into the lung, the heart. That's what your goal when you are hunting is that. Now, all of those, if he was aiming, those are all kill shots in the lung, in the heart, for a quicker death to the animal. But we're still wanting something that puts us around in the same spot every time. On another note, my lucky bud just found a 4-leaf clover. I was just walking out there to target. I glanced down, and there she was. Lucky me.